Day in November, United American Indians of New England and those who support us have gathered on this hill to observe National Day of Mourning. What really happened at the first Thanksgiving, or what some of us call the first Thanksgiving? According to popular myth, the Indians, that's us, and the Pilgrims, that's them, sat down and had a wonderful dinner. Everyone lived happily ever after, the end. Well, that truth has been largely buried for 397 years. In 2020, Plymouth is planning to celebrate 400 years of the same myth. And I don't think that anyone from United American Indians of New England is going to be invited to address that banquet. If we are, rest assured that no advance copy of our remarks will be sent. But here is the truth. The first Thanksgiving did not take place in 1621, when the Pilgrim survivors of the first winter sat down to dinner with their Indian friends. The first official day of Thanksgiving in Massachusetts was proclaimed by Governor Winthrop of the Massachusetts Bay Colony in 1637. And he did this to give thanks for the safe return of men from the colony who had gone to what is now Mystic, Connecticut, to participate in the massacre of over 700 men, women, and children of the Pequot Nation.
Today, we do not give thanks for the invasion of the Pilgrims, but we do give thanks for the water. We give thanks for the water protectors and send our love to Standing Rock today. We must all be water protectors and land protectors. We must all protect each other, too. And we are here today to say that Indigenous resistance runs from Plymouth Rock to Standing Rock. All of you will have heard at least something about the courageous resistance of thousands in North Dakota against the Dakota Access Pipeline. Some of you here have even been able to travel there to show your solidarity. Since last April, water protectors at the Standing Rock Reservation in North Dakota and from all over Turtle Island have been pouring in to stop the Dakota Access Oil Pipeline that is scheduled to run through 4 states and under the Missouri River and threaten the drinking water of millions. The pipeline will run through unceded treaty land and sacred ancestral sites. There is unprecedented unity in the gathering of nations at Standing Rock, people from not only the Americas, but also Kanaka, Sami, Maori, Australian Indigenous, and many more. Standing Rock has been the biggest display of Indigenous resistance and unity any of us has ever seen. Yes, it is something new happening just this year. It's a new awakening or reawakening for millions. Yet it is also part of a continuum of Indigenous struggle that stretches back for centuries, stretches back to Taino resistance, to Metacom, trying to unite everyone to push the English back into the ocean, to the Wounded Knee occupation in 1973, and the Ganazadage and Gutlawage Oka summer of 1990. Let's do everything possible to preserve this unity that is now existing among Indigenous peoples. We are going to need it for the struggles ahead. I know some people are feeling discouraged or overwhelmed by so much that is happening lately. And I want to say to you, don't give in to that too much. Don't be immobilized by fear, because we have too much work to do. If you feel afraid, you will be a lot more afraid of what will happen if we do nothing. You may be feeling like you just woke up to a nightmare, but Indigenous people and our many other relations have been living that nightmare for centuries, and we are still here, and we are still fighting.
We will stand by Standing Rock. Street by street, block by block. We will stand with Standing Rock. Street by street, block by block. We will stand with Standing Rock.
As we celebrate years of struggles for this sovereignty for all indigenous nations, we want to greet in a special way the compañeras y compañeros water protectors who are trying to fulfill their duty as insurgents by putting their lives in harm's way. It is the voices of our ancestors, our warriors. They are not dead. They are not under the ground. They lie and they live in the trees that steers in the water that flows. They are in the lodge, in the skyscrapers. They are there in the crowded cities and small towns. They live on in the woman's womb. They live on in the baby's smile. They live on in the youth's bloom, in the adult's vitality, and in the ripeness of the elders. We are awaiting to unite our struggles with the struggles of people of all colors, who also suffer injustice, humiliation, and persecution. We need to talk about what we'll do, how to organize all of our struggles. Come, let's get together.
We need to dismantle oppressive systems in every facet. Work together to build bridges, not walls, and fight the injustices that we see every day. Youth activism is imperative to the outcome of our future. Speaking up now more than ever is vital. As Martin Luther King once said, injustice everywhere, anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We need to fight against an oppressive capitalistic society that directly targets marginalized communities. Our voices need to be heard and we will not remain silent.